Yes.
That's
Primus.
less. That's
Well, it's less. Right? No, it's Primus.
It's everybody.
My
Primus.
friend of mine. Yeah. All right.
same
That's
band.
Primus?
Yeah.
Well, fucking.
Yeah, but that's not saying it to me
All right,
either.
turn
Because I
down the
wouldn't
Primus.
listen to the South Park song in my car.
Stevie just ran again. Every time you say orange juice, this kid is running to the kitchen. You got
freshly squeezed.
When
Thank
does
you,
it
man.
go from helping your diabetes to making your diabetes worse?
I can't. I'm not going to drink these two. I just was fucking around because I needed that, though.
Well, throw me one then.
Here you go, bro.
Thanks.
Hey, Jim Jefferies, how are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you.
How was Caroline's last night?
It was great. Yeah, it was great. Nice crowd. Yeah.
Good crowd?
Yeah.
No drinking?
No drinking. No drinking.
I remember you at Caroline's, man. You knew how to fucking drink after, before, during.
Yeah. No, I walked. It's very boring, though. After the gig, I finish and just people invite me out somewhere. And I'm like, no, I got to go.
Go be boring.
Oh, my God, right.
I'm masturbating a lot in like the hotel, like a stupid amount.
You're never going to make it.
Yeah.
You're never gonna...
But yeah, it's...
Because you were always good for fucking getting toasted, hammered after a show.
Every show, yeah.
You know what? You could go back to your roots, I'm thinking. Do a little opera.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Get the opera thing back.
I'm gonna start skateboarding, so...
Were you a skateboarder too?
No, I just want to get good at something to piss off Jason Ellis.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
You guys are
no,
all right
I'm only joking. Look, I am enjoying the waking up in the morning and not wanting to kill myself. So, it swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
It's probably a good thing.
Yeah. All right. Caroline's all weekend long. Jim Jefferies. 212-757-4100.
Just see the show and don't hang out with him afterwards.
By the way, I want to thank Jim Jefferies personally for stepping up yesterday, because me and Ann certainly didn't.
No, neither
with
of
the
you
Jason
did.
Ellis bid with the shock collar.
What was he doing bringing in shock collars for anyway?
Yeah, shocking.
But then it was like when he goes, if you don't have the shock collar, then I get to hit you with a bamboo stick. And you're like, no, I don't remember any of these things.
How about the choice of none?
Yeah, none.
Like, I want a choice of none of these things.
But he's, but there's also that thing when I meet a big guy like that, where I worry if I say no to him that he might beat the shit out of me. And what I got to tell myself is, you go, hang on, that's against the law. He can't do that.
Yeah, he can't just start beating the shit out of you.
Yeah. Like if he did that, he'd be arrested like every day.
Yeah.
So you just go, when he says, can I hit you with a bamboo stick? You go, no.
And then he can't.
Then he can't.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful fucking system.
It's called the law, yeah. It works pretty well.
I think I could have taken a hit with the stick, but we weren't supposed to hit anybody. And the funny thing is, in the video, there's a bit, you see Danny's screen where it says, don't hit anyone, as Stevie's hitting Ellis with the fucking stick at the end of the video.
I knew that wouldn't get us.
No, but you're allowed to hit Jason, aren't you? Because it's his stick.
It's his stick.
You should be able to be hit in this world with any of your own possessions.
Yeah,
that's a good
especially
point.
if you don't care.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That looks like Huntington.
It's like that whole thing when if you're with a chick who likes it a bit rough in bed, so you have like a safety word because she wants to keep going, rape me.
Right, yeah.
When she says no, you meant to keep going, so she might have a safety word like peach or something.
Yeah, that way.
Makes you stop. But the problem with the safety word thing is if you choke her and she passes out, the safety word is null and void. Like it just goes out the window. I've had that where I'm choking a girl and I'm fucking her and her eyes will roll back in your head and you go, oh, I'll ease off on this one.
Really?
So, yeah, I had this girlfriend who I never hit. But one time I was laying in bed, and her mother always hated me, and I swear to this day, I had a nightmare like I was fighting with someone, and I punched her in the face, in my sleep, bang, punched her in the face, she woke me up, and she had a black eye, and I'm like, people aren't going to believe this, right? People are going to think that I just punched her regularly, right?
Yeah.
So her mum didn't believe it, but we told her the story, and she sort of said that she believed it, but she didn't believe it. Now, this girl also liked to, when you're fucking her, she liked you to choke her around the neck.
That's so fucked up.
Now, one time I choked her so hard, she had a thumb mark and all these fingerprints down the side of her thing, right? Now, the punch I could play off as I was having a nightmare, and I punched the girl. But then when the mum saw the bruise marks around the neck, you can't go, I tell you what, your daughter likes it like a slut. She likes it really hard and really horrible.
And loves being choked.
And that's explaining that one.
Yeah.
I've never done it to her in anger.
You can't. I don't get the choking.
I quite like it now. There's weird things because I didn't like it until I did it to her, and then it becomes a thing for you. It's like I once fucked a chick, and then halfway through she asked me to call her daddy, right? And I stopped because I didn't want that to become a thing.
Wait. She wanted to call you daddy.
No, she wanted me to call her daddy. No, she stared calling me daddy.
Oh, okay, yeah, because that's what you said at first. It's like, why would she?
No, she started calling me daddy, and I went, no, shut up, don't do that. Because you only ever hear that in like comedy type of situations, to call me daddy or something like that.
That's fucking stupid.
But that's a girl who's been molested, right?
I would assume.
Who are always the best fucks.
Any kind of baggage is usually good for sex. Any kind of childhood trauma, sexual abuse, abandonment.
Oh, the amount of uncles I should thank.
Yeah, it's any kind of something bad in the childhood usually makes for good, but it makes the girls crazy too. So they have a very short shelf life.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're fucking.
You can't go out
bat
with them.
shit crazy, as I like to call them.
You can't have them as girlfriends.
Yeah, I don't think I've really met more than 2 or 3 girls in my entire life that weren't completely fucking batshit crazy.
No.
Like,
I've met a few who have held it in for months.
Yeah.
You know those ones
exactly.
Like
they
a magic act.
Like a magic act? Yeah, they could hold it in for a while, and then they just fucking, it comes out,
and they start
like,
coming apart at the seams.
Like, what the fuck? How did
they can't hold it back anymore.
In the same way I've held in my racism for years. No, like, you know how, like, sometimes you're like, I'm an abusive guy in a car. Like, I'll start swearing at everyone. But on the first 5 dates, I don't. I'm letting people in ahead of me.
Oh, right, you don't want to do that the first day in the car.
No.
When you first pick a girl up and you're driving like, you motherfucker, go! You fucking asshole, you made me miss the light.
And also, the way I talk to my parents in reality is something that I hide from women for years.
Really?
Until they sort of get to know me. Where I'm like, shut up, you fat bitch, get out! Still to this day, if I'm staying over there, my mum won't get out, you'll hear me yell, get out of my room! I'm 33 years old!
Get out of my room!
Get out of my room! And my dad's actually suffering from Alzheimer's now. Like, he just got it. And the thing is, I think
Wait. Sorry. Is he suffering or is the family suffering?
No, he just got it.
Oh, okay.
He's only got the onset of it.
Right.
But he could have had it for years. He was always a bit forgetful.
Right.
And this has just been a slow burner.
Okay.
But the thing is, physically fit as fuck, right? Gunter, really fat and unmobile.
Gunter.
Which is your mother.
Yeah. But sharp as a tack in the head. Really smart, right? So together, they're like the ultimate person. They're similar to, like, Master Blaster from Mad Max 3.
Yeah.
But she just orders him around, he lifts things up, forgets what he's holding, and sort of carries it in. They can't exist without each other, but they hate each other. It's a wonderful sitcom waiting to happen.
Wow, that is, it's got to be a little stressful when you go visit.
My parents have never liked each other, but they're such arseholes in general play that they can't make new friends. So they have to sit with each other.
But why don't they just get divorced?
Because I think they're waiting for us to die. I'm not sure. They've never liked each other.
Never.
As far back as you can remember, they never got along?
I've got to have been the last time they fucked. I've got to have been.
That's fucking 30-some-odd years ago.
I'll tell you funny story. They went to Hong Kong. No one put this on the internet because I will get in trouble. They went to Hong Kong and my mum, because my brother was working out there, my mum was staying in the hotel, my dad just wandered around at night. And then my dad comes up to me, and obviously because he considers me to be his dirtbag son out of the 3, and he goes, and he's trying to talk like it's normal. He's like, yeah, in Hong Kong they have these just prostitutes everywhere around the street.
Oh,
they're all over the place, and they come up to and talk to you. I wonder. There's probably a lot of guys there who have sex with them. And
he's feeling
and
now.
he's like this. He goes, I wonder if you can get AIDS if you get a blowjob without a condom. How does that work? I wonder, because I bet you people have done that. Get a blowjob.
He's feeling it out.
And I'm there going, I'm not your best gauge. But I'm pretty sure. I was saying to Anthony over here before he came in, I'm going to get my green card, but the next step is, so my lawyer rings up and goes, it looks like you're going to be approved for the green card, right? So I'm like, fucking ace. I go, what's left? He goes, you got to go get a medical test. And so if I got any of the hepatitises or something, I'm not allowed to stay in the country. So this might be the last time I'm on this radio show. No,
holy shit.
Well, I don't know. I've just never had the test. I'm not looking forward to that. That's got to be a dick day where you're not allowed in the country and you got AIDS.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You're like, that's a double fuck day. That's it. Like, that's in Dubai. If you go into Dubai as an immigrant, they test you for an AIDS test at the airport. They don't just send you back on a plane. They lock you up in a cell until...
Holy shit, really?
Until it's time for you to leave, and they run other tests and all that type of stuff. You got AIDS going into Dubai because the Arabs are a tolerant bunch.
You've been to Dubai?
Yeah, that's
Have you been there?
Yeah, I've gigged there many times, yeah.
So you've had the AIDS test at the airport?
No, that's if you come in as an immigrant to work there constantly.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I had an AIDS test. Last time I had an AIDS test was in South Africa. And
Jesus,
I banged a bird in South Africa. My girlfriend was flying out like a cover, so I started to panic.
Well, they must grade on a curve down there.
Yeah.
Did you just fucking rub her up?
I did, but it snapped and there was blood and shit. It wasn't.
Oh my god! You fucking so have AIDS. This girl, you so have AIDS.
This girl was so fucking skanky as well, and I'm like, but I got any girl who would sleep with me. She's not going to be high grade, right? So I'm there with fucking AIDSy McNeil in bed, just panicking, and she's going, I don't know what you're worried about. I'm completely clean. And so my girlfriend's coming out like a week later. This is like 4 years ago, and I've had an AIDS test since then. But anyway, so I go out and I go to the clinic because, you know, over here, like, it might take you a week. You go back for your results, or 2 weeks. I think they're fast now, but it used to be like 2 weeks back then. But in South Africa, 10 minutes because, and I guess that 50% of the people they're walking back to has AIDS, you know, right? So these people are fairly jaded.
Yeah.
And I go in there and I go, I've heard that it can lay dormant for a couple of months. And the doctor was like, that's sort of true. It can do that, but it normally doesn't. He goes, put it this way. He goes, when someone's raped, we check them that day. Right? So I thought, all right, well, that's a positive sort of thing we're talking about here, right?
Oh,
so anyway,
wow.
so I go and get the test, and the doctor goes off with the bloody blood and does what he has to do. And in that 10 minutes interim, they give you someone who has AIDS to chat to you. And they sit there going, it's not that bad. You know what I mean? Like
Why do they do that?
They're trying to cheer you up because they're assuming you're going to have AIDS.
There's so many people that have it.
Yeah, so they got this person going, it's all right. It's all right. And I'm like,
I look fine.
And I'm panicking, and she goes to give me a hug, and I said, no, just don't, right? I said, but in 10 minutes we might have sex.
Fucking Jefferies.
Because then she becomes a viable option, doesn't she?
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't like you now.
Yeah, I'm sorry you have AIDS. And then it's like, yeah, okay, now we can fuck.
What I think about AIDS at the moment, because I'm carrying a bit of extra weight, there's going to be about, if I have it in like 5 years' time, I'm going to be like, you know, I could do with that amount of weight loss, not the drastic weight loss. But there must be a middle section of AIDS where you're feeling pretty good about yourself. where
you kind of drop off the weight, but you're not emaciated yet.
You've got cheekbones and you got fucking abs, and you're like, I'm fucking looking AIDS fit. It's like that. It's like that. I said this on stage last night, but I was just talking, passing. It was like, watch that Barbara Walters documentary where it was about a girl who ages 10 years every year.
Oh, the progeria kid.
The progeria kid, and they talked to that little girl, and you always...
They got that voice
yeah,
like that, so
you
they're
feel
all fucked
horrible
up.
for her. But there's got to be somewhere in that theory that girl would have been a hot 2-year-old. Like when she was in her early 20s. There must
that would have been, because they're not like... Yeah, what do they age like?
10 years a year.
So by the time they're 10, they're fucking...
They're 100.
100, and they're pretty much
They're
dead.
done.
Yeah.
I always think about kids like that when they go, so do you enjoy school? What's your favourite subject? That's going to I love English. And you're just like, take her out of school.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
Just take her to Disneyland every day. Get her a fucking season pass.
I'm really good at math, but English isn't my strong subject. But I'm learning as a.
So you're good at maths, I bet you know your 10 times table.
That's the saddest disease on planet Earth.
Oh, it's terrible. You're 10 times.
I laugh at Jerry's kids. Those progeria kids.
Progeria kids.
Yeah.
There's only like 10 of them in the whole world.
Yeah.
It's just sad to watch.
It's like
them
a fuck disease, man.
There's a lot of diseases like that. They're so
Holtz looks like he has progeria. He talks like it too, that motherfucker. Put him out of his motherfucking misery.
But it's one of those diseases that there's so few people have it. Could you be asked curing it? It's like, it seems like a lot of you know what I mean?
Like, why? Yeah, why bother?
Well,
Right?
if it's like 1 in every billion kids or million kids or something stupid like that.
That's stupid. To
I
even
say
try
that's
to
a
cure
better
it.
chance than cancer. Fuck cancer. I'm done with it. It's had its time. It's
Yeah.
had its time. I was
Yeah,
in,
but we got to have some people. Yeah, you're saying charity work for
what was
cancer.
this thing? It took over every channel, cancer, recently. Every channel.
Well, it does
Even
does
A&E.
spread quickly.
I mean, it just did something.
Really?
Yeah, everybody.
Big fundraiser. What kind of
Big
cancer
fundraiser.
was it for?
All.
They went all.
Because too many stars got it. Now, you know, like Michael fucking, what's his name, got it and all that shit. And
Michael
that
Douglas.
Fucking, they took it over. And I'm just sitting there going, it's never, and then doing more reading, there's never been a cure for anything.
When Michael Douglas got
cure-
cancer, the
Never.
only thing that went through my brain is that Catherine Zeta-Jones will be single again.
Oh,
You know,
fuck.
that's
Yeah.
good news.
Yeah,
I've always
she's-
liked her a bit.
She's a little long in the tooth.
They've
these
had
days.
vaccines,
They have vaccines,
but never, ever
never a
cured
cure for anything.
anything. Never, ever.
What, something that just fixes something?
What
No.
do you think of that?
Nothing.
Really?
No, they've never, they didn't cure cancer. They got a vaccine.
But no, there's a
No, for
like,
polio,
like
they got a
polio
vaccine.
and stuff is a vaccine.
There's a vaccine, but they didn't get rid of it.
They've got a hepatitis vaccine now for certain
Once you
hepatitis.
get something, that's it. You
They
got
might
it.
be able to make a cancer vaccine, but there ain't gonna be no. And then there's no. It's so cancer is one of those things we gotta live with for the rest of our life, cause you could get cancer of the fucking left nostril, nigga. Like, so it's like
they might be able to get a vaccine for like one form of cancer,
Ah,
but
cancer's
not
it.
for all of it.
cancer's the big daddy. But I put AIDS above it now.
really?
Oh, absolutely,
Do you think AIDS is more prevalent than
absolutely.
cancer?
Because you can,
don't know
if you got
No, I don't know
cancer,
about that.
Yeah.
you can at least fuck in your last years.
Oh no, most people go impotent with it.
If you got AIDS, you know, I'm not talking about your dick getting weak. I'm talking about the fact that somebody will or will not fuck you. So if you go, look, I got AIDS and I'm going, well, you going.
Yeah, you're not
But
fucking.
if I got cancer, you know, you go, all right, you know, I'll give you some pussy or I'll fuck you out. You know, you'll fuck a girl missing.
Yeah, but you can fuck her other AIDS people.
Yeah, but who wants to do that?
Gays.
I don't even think fucking people with AIDS want to fuck other people with AIDS. It's just like,
Okay.
yeah, you got AIDS. Fucking guy got AIDS.
And isn't it true? Like, can't you get like a worse type of AIDS? from
Like
somebody?
fucking, like an indignant AIDS, because you think God is
Like
amazing.
you would have lasted fucking 20 years with your AIDS, but the person you've just fucked gave you the AIDS that kills you in like 5 fucking
The
years.
super AIDS.
Yeah.
Super AIDS.
Like that. I think
That's the
that
new
can
one, right?
happen. So you probably don't want to fuck even if you have AIDS.
Because you could give me the Magic Johnson AIDS right now, and I'd be happy as Larry.
Yeah,
He
that's
just-
an easy one,
Happy
right?
as Larry.
He looks healthier than me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's got.
He
AIDS.
hasn't got real
I don't
AIDS.
think
They
he's
said
got AIDS.
they said he doesn't even test positive.
Yeah,
for it anymore.
I think he never had fucking AIDS. To tell you the truth, or HIV.
He'd have to, he got,
I think it was
he
false
got it
test
in like
results.
1990 was when I heard
he
about
got
it.
it when everyone fucking was dropping dead right after they had the diagnosis. Like
Yeah.
they didn't know what to give fucking people.
20 years ago, he
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
that's
He's had AIDS for
1990.
20 years, man.
He never had it. There was a bum fucking test. That's what I say.
And it made him a better businessman.
because
Yeah.
you can test positive. They need to test you about 4 times. You can't have
Really?
one positive like just by accident. I heard that out as well.
fucking between your tests.
I don't have it. I've told you my theory yesterday
Yeah, what, you can't get it?
that if I fuck enough sluts, one of them has to call me out of respect.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just eventually.
So, yeah, she would call saying you gave me AIDS.
Yeah. Because I've had girls tell me that I've given them other things, and then they've gone off and tested themselves, and it turned out they didn't have anything. Like, you ever had that, like, spot on your cock from where, like, a ingrown hair has gone off, and then you're gone... Because I think every time I look at my cock, I'm like, oh, is that a herpy? What is that? What's that? You know what I mean? It's just like I've grazed it or something. I'm like, oh, that's fucking... Now I'm fucked. And every time it's fine. You know, there's no
Yeah.
problem.
So you think you're clean?
I know. I've been tested recently, actually,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty... Yeah, I think I am. But I do go through some panicky times.
Panicky.
The thing is, I was with a friend in South Africa when I got that test, and the doctor said I was 98.9% positive that I didn't have AIDS, even with the 2-month period afterwards.
You
I thought
don't
it was
want
that.
to hear 98, though. You want to hear
then-
100 and fucking
why not
10.
100?
And my friend said that just then. He goes, "You got 1.2% AIDS." That was how supportive he was.
What an asshole. I don't know, man. Fucking in Africa is crazy.
Oh, yeah, it's running the gauntlet.
I saw a fucking a porn. This Japanese girl, real porn too. Japanese girl, tourist, went to Africa and just fucked natives raw
Holy
and
shit.
let them come in her pussy.
Wow.
It was shocking. I showed it to my girl. She was in fucking panic mode, like
Holy mackerel.
sitting on straight, and it was undeveloped.
She must
It
have.
was like fucking the King Kong natives, nigga. Like
She
that.
must have already had AIDS before she went in there. She wouldn't have gone in.
But Japanese porn, if you watch it, man, they're just sinister.
It's all about degradation.
It's all about rape and tying up. It always starts off
degradation
with like a
and shit.
guy hiding in the bushes. And
Yeah.
No.
That's that we lost the war mentality that they have.
But it kills me
Germans,
how
too, have all that
unfriendly they
shit
are.
videos and...
Like when I see them in the streets, I just go, "I seen your porn,
I know what you're all about.
stuck up cunts. You fucking." I seen a fucking where they put a meat hat on them and the fucking Gila monster comes and chases them around and shit. It's like they love being. But this one was
Wow,
that's
shocking.
Dude, it was I don't even remember how to find it because
but it's such a long flight.
I
out
agree.
there as
I think
well.
she had to have AIDS.
and she was just
She had
she
to.
just thought they had it. All of them had it, and so.
I mean, how much money do you make for filming a porn like that?
But it wasn't a money porn. It was a goddamn. She was on a safari and she just fucked natives and let them come in her. Wow. Just
By the way, they did cure the Black Plague, right?
They didn't cure it.
That one
It
didn't
just
cure it either?
stopped. No, it just stopped, and they don't. and I think Black Plague came. Bubonic plague was recent.
Yeah.
They killed. It's like Ebola. Ebola's not cured. It's just somewhere monkey just chilling until he bites you.
Scurvy. A mate of mine got scurvy for the first time in Australian history in over 100 years.
A friend of yours?
A comic called Chris Franklin, like he's quite a popular comic in Australia, got scurvy.
How do you get scurvy?
He just didn't eat any
vitamin
fucking
C.
dairy. Didn't eat any vitamin C whatsoever. Just lived off beer and cheeseburgers and got fucking scurvy.
That's an old pirate fucking disease.
And what does that mean when you get the scurvy?
Your fucking gums go all to shit and your
teeth
teeth
start
fall
falling
out.
out.
It's what the sailors used to get because they were just eating dried meat and bread and stuff.
right.
for
You
the
look
thing.
like a fucking pirate.
And that's why the British are called limeys because they suck the limes out of the thing.
to keep from
stop
getting
from
scurvy.
getting the scurvy.
Limey.
Oh, that's a fucking insult. It's like, yeah, you look at you and your clean teeth. Pieces of
limey.
Yeah.
God forbid
You
you're
know what's
limey.
fucking
Taking your
interesting about
vitamins.
Ebola? I saw a special about Ebola. It's better to have Ebola around than AIDS. Because AIDS is like, the thing about AIDS is that motherfuckers look wonderful with it.
Oh, yeah, Ebola.
You die.
It's so fast.
It's so fast.
It can't spread too far because it's so fast. Yeah.
So you got to do is wait.
wait.
Take a bitch on a long date.
Bleed through the eye. She starts bleeding through the
Bitches, you
eyeballs.
bleeding through the ears, bitch. I knew it.
Stay away.
You can't get that Ebola on a plane.
No, it's like Ebola.
They're dying before they get to the fucking airport.
But Ebola you don't get through fucking, is it? It's airborne, isn't it? Or you don't get through fucking?
I don't remember.
That shit is scary.
That disease
Ebola
was...
would get you airborne, yeah.
That was a scary one, though.
You're going to get
When
it
we learned
anyway.
about Ebola for the first time, it
Dude,
was scary.
Outbreak, when Ebola was the thing.
yeah.
Woo.
But then, they finally had to admit that that's a tough scenario. Doesn't spread too quickly.
Yeah, and you notice it's
but-
not around.
No, because it was the disease of the time.
But I'm saying
Every year is
it's
a
not
new
around,
disease.
but fucking cancer and AIDS is still around.
Sure.
But Ebola's gone.
Let me go to Ray
Yeah.
in Winnipeg. Ray!
It's there.
Can't make no money.
What's up, Ray?
Hey, smallpox is the only disease that's been eradicated. People were vaccinated until the disease disappeared.
But it's vaccinated.
Yeah,
not-
but it's vaccinated. It's not cured.
If someone
it
has-
wasn't cured.
If someone has smallpox, they can't cure the person with smallpox.
Well, the vaccine was the cure. It's
No.
eradicated.
No.
You're
That's
not
what
getting
Patrice
the
is trying
point.
to say today.
Vaccines stop it from coming, but it doesn't destroy the disease. The disease exists.
So if you don't get the vaccination for smallpox, it eventually will come back.
It'll get you. It'll
Right.
get you.
Yeah.
Just like fucking chicken pox.
Isn't that what's happening in L.A. with the whooping cough?
I don't.
That shit's
pay
coming
attention.
back.
Yeah, that's some old school bullshit.
That we
Yeah,
thought
it
was
just in
cured,
California.
right?
They got the signs in the parking lots of the pharmacies. Come in for your whooping cough.
Yep.
Wow.
Because
no
they
kidding.
need to use these eggs that they fucking grew all the vaccines in. These $500 million eggs. I'm telling you, fucking.
What's the Cheers disease that we got to worry about?
Hey, guys, I don't want to slam the brakes on this. I just want to do a little callback, though. You guys are talking about Lamont and Tonelli.
I guess.
Lamont.
Jeez. I forgot about them already.
I went to school at Lamont. His real name is Todd Freifogel.
You know, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm sure Tonelli's a nice guy. I kind of feel bad for him because I think they used to do a talk show and now they have to shut up and play the music and a couple, horseshit bits.
Yeah.
I almost don't even blame them for being hacky. It's the business.
Well, they were hacky when hacky was.
They were? All right, then fuck Lamont and Tonelli. All right, Ray. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, they never,
this guy's seen the video.
Oh, the video Patrice was talking.
Can we get it up? I want to see it now. Can we get some footage?
Let's go to Mike in Alabama. Mike?
Hey, yeah, Patrice, I've seen that video you were talking about. You can actually find it on Danny's favorite video site, eFuck.
eFucked.
Yeah, but also,
Oh.
same chick goes into the slums of Japan and just fucks homeless people, too.
That's the thing.
Oh, this chick, yeah. So
Let's see this Chinese.
So she's got to
fucking-
have every disease.
I kind of dig
known
it,
to
though.
man, man.
Isn't
Come on.
now that you know that she'll do anything, aren't you slightly attracted to AD McFucking Jap?
I want to see that Japanese chick fucking just
Yeah.
disasters.
As Danny finds that video, let me go to Damon in Cleveland. Damon, what's up?
Hey, my wife works in AIDS research. She met Magic Johnson. I got an autographed picture with him. He has HIV, but since he's an athlete and the medicines he don't get everyday medicines like everybody else. He gets top-of-the-line stuff.
Hey, are you telling me
top of the line stuff?
Are you
when he
telling
fucking
me that they're
announced it?
holding back the
Yeah.
proper medicine from other people? Is that,
There's two worlds. There's the world of the rich that Anthony live in, and then there's the world of the rest of
So why did Rock Hudson die?
Because they didn't have that
No,
shit.
they didn't have
Shit,
that.
that was early.
no, but you can't. Pills
when
aren't
did
very
Magic
expensive
Johnson
to make.
get it?
And he was gay, and I think it was a thing,
what?
you know? It was
No,
a,
no,
it was
no.
a
Magic
gay
Johnson
disease, as they say.
When did Magic Johnson get it? And
You know
when
what?
did fucking?
But think about it. You don't see the really famous people dying of AIDS anymore. 'Cause
Yeah.
They might be getting the good
thing,
shit.
too. My
Oh,
wife
that's
works
true.
in
I'm thinking
research.
there's really famous people that have the AIDS.
Because we lost Freddie Mercury and we lost
That was early on when they probably didn't have the good shit.
Denham Elliott.
I kind of like this guy's theory.
No, but I think if that
Who
ever,
was the
if
last
that
really
ever-
famous person to die of AIDS?
Freddie Mercury.
No, there's been one since then.
that's-
Denham Elliott.
Not that we
died
know
of
of, though. Not that it's...
Denham Elliott.
Yeah.
Easy.
Denham Elliott, yeah.
The guy from the Heat of the Night.
Peter Allen.
No, the black guy,
Rollins.
Rollins.
Oh,
But I
right,
don't think Henry Rollins died of AIDS, man.
Henry Rollins.
No,
Not
other
Henry Rollins.
Yeah.
Who should? Fucking the black dude Rollins from
Yeah.
Soldier Story. He
But
was
it's a good point that, it's been a while since a real famous person has died of
because
AIDS.
the ones that was dying first was like they thought this was gay guy's disease, so they wasn't really trying to fuck with this disease like that.
But also, a lot of them might keep it
You gotta
secret
think
as well.
there's some fucking AIDS in Hollywood, though.
No.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, so why aren't those guys dying?
Because
people-
now
people are more
everybody
careful.
got AIDS. Like, meaning everyone can get it. Before, it was like, these homos get it.
you
It was
don't-
like some shit.
You don't like this theory that Magic got the good shit?
No,
Yeah, he
I
got some good shit.
He got some
I
good
don't
shit.
believe if that ever came out that the government were holding back good medicine, there'd be a fucking
If it
mutiny.
ever came out, it's like, there's so many things that come
Oh
out that
my
this shitty
God.
government does.
Why is
All
it
right.
pixelated?
Thank you, Damon.
She is
I seen it
sitting on a
unpixelated.
giant
That shit
fucking-
is...
She is sitting on a giant African.
Did you have to put the
Schlong.
word giant there? Isn't it implied?
Yeah, it should be.
She's having a tough
Why do they
time getting it
pixelate
started,
It's
huh?
the Asians don't like to have the cock in there. They'll pixelate the dog's cock, but they won't pixelate the shit covered on her face. You
I
know what I mean?
know.
All right.
Tub girl is fine, but
Here-
pixelate the pubic hair.
Here's the definition. That's right. This chick flies to
Oh, yeah,
Africa
there's a condom
and
one.
fucks a member of a cannibalistic tribe. Fake, probably, although those AK-47s look relatively real. The amount of effort the Japanese put into their pornos never fails to amaze me. See more videos like this here and here.
Oh, there you go.
What? But there was a condom there, wasn't
They're trying to
No,
say
they threw the condom off.
they're trying to say it's fake.
Yeah, fake.
And it was a cream pie, man.
Oh, look at her. This ain't fake.
That's not fake, man.
Why do you say it's not fake by looking at her face?
Because I seen the whole thing. You see
She's
the
a
whole thing.
disaster.
It's just real. because they got the girls there too, the women in the tribe.
Yeah,
and she's meeting them, and the kids are like, oogie, googie. It's not fake.
Oh, yeah,
it's not fake, man.
You can't employ oogie googies.
You know?
Oogie googie.
I mean, that was very cleverly done, but I'm telling you, if you watch it, you'll know that the difference between hired little black kids and fucking African kids in the jungle. I mean, I know you can hire, but it's not fucking.
You could have never got the Jackson 5 to play that off, could you? They couldn't have run out.
No, you need real African kids.
Let's go to Chris. Hey, Chris.
Morning, boys.
What's up?
Patrice, I think you're a little bit wrong. They've cured a couple diseases, namely, say, anthrax is cured by Cipro. Bubonic plague, 1347, actually is cured by antibiotics.
Anthrax is not really a disease. It is a poison, isn't it?
What about spider bites?
Anthrax is a disease. It's an airborne.
Yeah, but they didn't cure it. It's not cured, man.
Cipro cures it. You could take Cipro.
Cipro.
Because it's a poison. It's an antidote. That's a different thing. We're talking cancer, AIDS, and the common cold.
Does it matter if we have shit that actually makes it go away, though?
Yeah, I think an antidote.
It's like a snake bite.
Is this a technicality, though?
Yeah, it's just trying to prove a nigga wrong. It's not.
We're not curing diseases, but we got some shit to make it fucking go away.
But yeah, I say a snake bite is also a disease.
Isn't cured.
That's what he says.
Malaria can be cured, absolutely, with extracts from a willow tree.
It's a.
You can be cured from malaria.
Is a poison you get from mosquitoes. You cure that with the fucking actual mosquitoes or the snake poison. That's antidote.
No. Malaria is not a poison. It's caused by a parasite that infects mosquitoes.
Well, I'll have to Google it because I don't believe you.
Google it, Dick Man. You're funny as shit.
Thank you.
All right, let me go to Mike in Columbus. Mike.
Gentlemen, how you doing?
Hey.
Jim Jefferies saw you in Cleveland a couple years ago. Freaking amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, he's a great comic playing Carolines all weekend here in New York. Go ahead, brother.
Absolutely. Hey, I don't know how you guys let this go, but did you guys hear Patrice say about the Ebonic plague? What are they doing? A bunch of dudes sitting around going, let me ask you something, brother.
You know, the best thing for you to do had just been say Ebonic instead of going on.
And I didn't have a problem with that.
Lesson for you, son.
I didn't have a problem with that because earlier on, Patrice said, who's Patrice? I'm more concerned about that one.
Yeah.
Than him messing up a word.
Who's Patrice? What's that?
Yeah, who?
Who's Patrice? What's that?
The Ebonic. That's an Ebonic plague. That's fucked up. Maybe I was mixing Ebola and Ebonic. It happens, bitch. It happens.
I always hate when people correct you on words like that because I do that all day. If you understand what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Well, then you got Nick. You know what? You brought up something good with this disease thing, Patrice. Nick on Long Island. Nick.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Oh, and people want Dr. Steve on the phone to he'll set us straight as far as diseases.
I'm not believing that nigga either. Fuck him. I don't believe none of that shit. They haven't cured a fucking disease.
All right, good point.
Ever.
Nick, what do you got,
people
Nick?
are scared because they want hope that there's going to be cures, but there's not. They're not doing that shit. They take your money and they fucking
They've
buy
cured minor
houses.
diseases like skin conditions are diseases, aren't they? And they've gotten creams and stuff that make them go away. Antibiotics that cure things.
I feel that the government has cured fucking cancer and AIDS a long time ago, but all that shit's so profitable that why they just...
Man.
That's what I'm going to expose on my conspiracy theory show.
I don't think...
Shut up.
I absolutely believe what this guy said.
Can I ask you, sir, how is cancer profitable?
Patrice on this one.
I absolutely believe
How
what
is
this man
cancer
just said.
profitable?
Medicine, doctors.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's keeping a lot of people in business.
I'll tell you one of the
Do
things
you know
that
how
really...
much a fucking chemo machine must cost? $1 million.
I'm a cancer on television.
One of the things that
I'm
really...
a cancer on entertainment.
I kind of believe that a little bit.
Yeah.
No.
What my point of the fact that
keeping that
Ebola is gone.
Yeah.
Is because it's not profitable.
Can I?
So wait a minute. So cancer and AIDS, anything where you can stay alive for years and you have to buy medicine. Same thing with diabetes. Why cure something where you can actually live a long life and have to buy medicine?
Can I say something? You're all wrong.
Who's holding the secret? Fucking the real cure.
Fucking Monsanto, man.
All right, and so everyone in Monsanto never dies of cancer because they have the cure. Their kids never die of cancer because they have the cure. That's wouldn't come out and be exposed some way, shape, or form. They have the cure, but they're not going to give it to their mother and their loved ones.
What you're saying is the same theory that I have about the thing why I don't believe in aliens.
Yeah.
Is that I don't believe in, like, everybody can keep a mass secret like that. Like, but there's something they do within corporations because, for one, subordinates don't question anything. They just do what they're told to fucking do.
But there's got to be the big cheese that knows everything.
It could be.
That would give his mother and his kids
I just want to say one thing.
Cure.
Cancer is not profitable in any other country in the free world besides America, because every other country has government-funded health care.
So the word funded means that there's money involved. Man.
No, that means that the people are getting free treatment. The people are getting
They're not getting free treatment. It
costs the British government tens of hundreds of thousands.
It doesn't cost the British government anything. It costs the people.
Right,
they're paying taxes. So what they do is that medicine, you put their money in and you got to pay it back in. It's the same shit. It's the same exact shit.
I always get pissed off whenever they go on about, like, someone who smokes. They go, someone who smokes, lung cancer costs £30,000 on average to fix. And he's like, but that cunt's paid out at least $80,000 in taxes on cigarettes.
So he's ahead of the game.
I reckon let that cunt get the best room with the best lung
it's the same thing
bed.
with insurance companies.
Lung cancer bed.
Insurance companies are hoping that they don't have to pay out to most cancer people, or most smokers. So if there's 10 smokers, you go 10 pay 40,000, 3 might get lung cancer, and they get spent 30,000. So everybody, whatever you do the math, somebody's making money, man. It don't. You think fucking free healthcare is because people love other people? Get the fuck out of here. Canada and all these countries, it's all money, man. Cancer is money because you can live.
Let's go to Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Steve.
How are you?
Patrice, what was your thought for Dr. Steve?
I didn't have no thought for Dr. Steve. I just said it out loud that there's no diseases ever been cured.
In case he wasn't listening. No diseases have ever been cured.
The smallpox guy was actually right. Well, I do want to talk about this cancer thing, but the smallpox virus has been eradicated. There has not been a case of
by vaccine. I hear you. See, Steve, you using quick, but he's
saying.
Hold on,
is it impossible at this point to get smallpox?
No.
It is impossible to get it in the environment. There hasn't been a single case, and even in unvaccinated people, in X number of years. Here's the problem.
Isn't it in someone's attic, though, maybe?
It's there, though. They eradicated it
somewhere.
Could I make it in a shed?
With vaccines, though, Dr. Steve. They didn't get rid of it.
It's not in the environment. It's not in the environment. There's no smallpox vaccine in the environment.
Not even in an Indian blanket.
Okay, question. Someone with smallpox no longer had it. That's a cure? Meaning you had smallpox, and then you no longer had smallpox.
Right. But I didn't say they had a cure. I said it's been eradicated.
Oh, no. Lots of things have been eradicated. We're talking about cures.
Yeah.
They've eradicated polio.
So there's never been a cure, sir.
They've never cured anybody with smallpox. That's absolutely right. But smallpox still exists, but it's in vials in some...
Can you name a disease that has been cured?
And why are we saving the smallpox? How about we
to
get rid
unleash it?
No, because it's the cure.
Just like you're gonna see kids with giant. You're gonna see kids with the giant polio boots soon again.
But if there's no one around that needs curing, then get rid of the fucking smallpox.
Yeah, but what if the American Indians rise again? How do you get rid of them?
Well, then you fucking take those people to get the cure.
Oh, yeah.
What?
They're afraid that it was a life form and we should preserve it for knowledge. But what's going to happen is some asshole is going to break one of those vials, and then we're going to have smallpox.
What are we, fucking Star Trek with the Prime Directive? Kill it! Kill it!
Where do they keep these vials? Is there a special place? Where is these?
Yeah, well, they're in labs.
Dr. Steve's medicine cabinet.
All over the world.
It's in Dr. Steve's wine that he fucking sends us.
Dr. Steve, you was going to talk about cancer, you said?
Well,
what a collectible that would be. A vial of smallpox you could show your friends.
That'd be great.
Put it on your mantle.
Like 12 monkeys. You just open it up and wave it under the guy's nose at the airport.
Clean your room or I'll chuck this.
Yes, Dr. Steve?
You guys were talking about cancer being profitable, and I work in a cancer center, as you know, and it's certainly the practice of medicine in cancer is not profitable anymore. It hasn't been for some time. Almost all of our cancer centers are heavily subsidized. Now, you could make the argument,
but it's pharmaceuticals. Those are the $1 zillion companies. Because I read somewhere there's a $100 or $1,000 pill, a cancer pill that's like $1,000.
Absolutely right. Now, I will say that the pharmaceutical companies have never once turned us down when we needed chemo for somebody that couldn't afford it, and they've given it to us, okay? So that, number one, shows how much money they're making off everybody else, that they can just give it away in that way. But you could make the argument that the pharmaceutical companies are somehow, they have the cure, and they're just rolling out these things a little bit at a time so that they can make more money off of it. But the competition between these companies is so intense that I cannot believe that if somebody had a quote-unquote cure for cancer, which, by the way, is a bunch of different diseases, that one of these companies wouldn't have just said, fuck the rest of y'all, I'm going to make a killing and, in the short term and go ahead and roll it out.
But don't you think at some point we should, I guess, because Jim said it's almost an American thing. When you think that we should just since we're so into democracy in this country, that we just vote on one disease that will cure, and then we go to the next, because all this fucking diseases everywhere else, it ain't winning. Meaning, let's just say cancer is the most important thing, and we just key on cancer as opposed to diabetes. I'll wait. Diabetes will probably be 10th on my list.
No, but isn't there a lot of things, like, even if you're working for these other charities, let's say you're doing a thing for diabetes or you're doing a thing for muscular dystrophy, it's not just about cure, it's about sustaining their life in a better comfort and that type of thing, right? It's also palliative care and all that, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's also money that's being devoted. It's not all going to the cure. That's what I'm saying. All these benefits and all this spending. When you give charity money to cancer, it's not going to the cure, incidentally. It's just maybe better medication.
It'd be nice to see somebody cure anything.
Right.
Anything. Just but it's enough. Enough money, enough fucking... for the 45th annual Jerry's Kids.
Yeah, that's never.
And they got 60-year-old people with fucking MS. Like,
I just gave £5,000 to muscular dystrophy.
Did you?
Yeah, I donated the money for one of my shows because I do a 30-minute routine.
You don't expect the kids to lift that. See, because it's money
well, I tell you
in your country, and for us, it's weight.
Because I was doing that. I was doing that story about my friend with muscular dystrophy. I took to the brothel, right? And so I thought, I got him on the DVD, and I thought, all right, so I'll give the money from the recording of the DVD from the show, from the audience, I'll give that to charity.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So it's a nice little thing. But the thing is, because my mate Dan's in the story, and we're talking about taking him to a brothel, now Dan can't even lift his eyelids, like he's in a completely vegetated state. Completely vegetated state. And the fucking TV people at Comedy Central are like, can we get a signed release from Dan? And I'm like, no.
That ain't happening.
What are you talking about?
He can't do shit. Oh, my God.
He's that bad, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Dr.
Was he that
Steve.
bad when you guys got him laid?
Yeah.
You still hang out with him?
Well, when I'm in Australia, you know.
And how do you guys communicate if he can't?
He can still talk, but it's just very muffled and, he's not fucking high-fiving you as you're in the room. You know?
Yeah.
He's lived to be 33 with it. That's pretty old for someone.
That's pretty old for muscular dystrophy, yeah.
Still alive and kicking. Well, let me rephrase that. Still alive.
I used to work, when I was in Rochester, I used to work with kids with muscular dystrophy. It was rough.
It's a bad one.
I finally had to move on because they were dying all around us.
Yeah.
It's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Hey Steve, is there anything that's almost been right now that's close, very close?
Rickets?
To being cured?
Lymphoma or leukemia. They've affected quite a few cures of people with leukemia with stem cell transplant or bone marrow transplantation and stuff. So, we're working on it. Survival goes up every year, but you're right, it's a real slow kind of advance.
Rat Spit wants me to ask you about vitamin B17 to fight cancer.
Okay. I don't know anything about that.
Dr. Steve's just like, all right, whatever. I don't know that shit.
Actually, can I ask you that? My brother thinks that vitamins are a load of bullshit. Are they a load of bullshit? Like, if you take vitamins, is it all placebo effect that you think you're doing good by yourself?
Well, here's the
thing. If you have a vitamin deficiency, vitamins are great. I mean, vitamins are just nutrients that our bodies can't make, but they have to have to do their daily, duties and stuff.
And don't they normally they're in our food that we eat? We get enough if you're eating a pretty good, balanced fucking diet, you're all right?
Yeah. Eat a balanced diet. But we were created inside our environment, and when we ate a balanced diet, we kind of got most of the nutrients that we needed. But balanced diet means different things to different people. My mother-in-law, for example, was watching my kids one weekend, and I came back, and she's sort of nutritionally unsound, and I said, did they eat a balanced diet? And she said, well, they eat 5 pieces of fried bologna. Is that balanced?
Fried bologna?
You married a woman whose mother eats fried bologna? Like fried.
Yes.
Is your wife a bit trailer park, Steve?
Hey, is there any holistic anything that's officially good?
Yeah, man. I mean, look,
throw out a couple of good natural fucking products.
No, but all natural products are bullshit because they get tested, and if they get tested and they work, they become medicine.
That's exactly right. That was what I was going to say, Jim. Very good. There's a lot of things like glucosamine is a great example of something that used to be an quote-unquote alternative medicine, and they tested it, and it actually works for arthritis pain. It works as well as ibuprofen for most people without any of the side effects. And so now, there are very few family practitioners and orthopedists who don't prescribe glucosamine, so it's become mainstream. So once something is proven to work, I mean, we'll use the hell out of it.
But echinacea is bullshit, isn't it?
Echinacea went through a few studies that showed that maybe it decreased the length of time of a common cold by 30%, and then the bigger studies that were done showed that it didn't really do anything.
Shit. Yeah. So apple cider vinegar and fucking all of that stuff is...
If it worked, it would be medicine.
Well, yeah, and it depends on what you're using it for. If you're using it to acidify your urine, then apple cider vinegar works great. But
why would I acidify my urine, sir?
Hang
what,
on.
You don't know about that?
My fucking car. Wait a second.
This is where they're going to kill Dr. Steve for giving out too much medical information.
Yeah.
It's like 24 to hunting him down.
Helps to suppress bacterial growth. So a lot of people would normally use cranberry juice because it's a little more palatable than drinking vinegar. But you could drink vinegar to acidify your urine.
To clean your urinary tract out, like with cranberry juice, right? Mm. Because I fucked a lot of women who need cranberry juice the next day. I keep it in the house ready to go.
Yeah. Well, that's been...
I'm quick on the thrush as well.
and so how about horse shit like acai berries and acai berries and all that shit is nonsense, right?
Yeah, well, they have nutrients in them. Acai berries have nutrients in them. I've never seen a single study, and that's what, the thing that you have to do is you take 100 people and you give them acai berries, and you take 100 people that look exactly the same and do everything else except they don't take the acai berries, and see if there's any difference in whatever it is that you're studying. And I've never seen a single study that shows that acai berries do anything other than supply you with some B vitamins.
I was going to say, let's break it down, though. It tastes all right, and it's better than eating fucking French fries.
Yeah, but you just don't eat the French fries or the
right there,
berry.
it's healthier for you.
Yeah.
Shit.
It might be full of vitamins, but it's all bullshit if people
But it's
think
not
it's
a magic
medicine.
fucking cure.
Yeah.
It's all these
that's why I'm asking. There's got to be a magic one out there.
We're all looking for the magic cure.
All these
whether it's a pill
Chinese
or a stupid
medicine
berry.
things, you go to these Chinese doctors or whatever, and they give you a fucking bag of
shit.
sticks. Fucking sticks and
Shit.
And they live.
Yeah.
And then you boil it in water and you're meant to drink it. Tastes horrible. And I tried it a couple of times, never fucking worked.
They live a long time, fucking Chinese people, man.
But
Yeah.
They live a long time,
You
man.
just think that because they all look the same and they're just replacing each other.
Going with
There's
the
billions of them.
Going with the Chinese people, Dr. Steve, acupuncture.
Yeah.
Is that horse shit? That's been around for forever, right?
Not horse shit.
I'm asking.
Been around
All right.
for thousands of years. Several decent studies have shown that acupuncture has real effects on the body and for things like pain. and and some other parameters like that. And it's hard to do a double-blind placebo-controlled study with acupuncture, because how do you give somebody fake acupuncture? And so they're mostly observational studies, but they're pretty good studies.
But that's not a medicine. That's a technique. It's like saying massage. You can't tell it, but you feel better afterwards.
What would you say? What would you say, Dr. Steve, is like where you go, this particular group of doctors is nonsense, like chiropractors or anybody where you go, nonsense?
Yeah, there's one called radionics, and what they do is they have it's just this machine, and it has a bunch of dials on it.
Ooh,
and,
that's a bit Scientology.
I don't know a whole lot about it, but I know they submitted an article to the journal that I edit, and what they had was they had these quotes from this person, and they said it was the discorporate interview that they did with this person. I kept reading this article and reading it, and then I finally realized that what discorporate meant was the person was dead, but they were giving quotes, which means that they had channeled this person to get the quotes from them.
Wow.
Complete horseshit.
John Lennon, I love radiologizing.
So that one, to me, at least from the basis of that article, is complete horseshit. But, I'm sure there's some radionics.
Anything that involves chi is bullshit as well.
So you're helping me out right now, Dr. Steve, by there's a lot of crackers out there that I'm sickening because I said something they was praying that you proved me wrong, but you proved me correct, right, sir?
What's that?
There was no cure ever for anything.
Oh, wait a minute now.
You already said it, Steve. You already said it. Don't go back now. Don't be racist now, Steve.
Huh? We eradicated smallpox.
But it was not cured. A person with smallpox did not have it, and then the next day a person didn't have it, and then the next day didn't.
But there must be skin diseases that have been cured.
But if you have a cure for it. You know what I mean? It's like a technicality, this Patrice O'Neill. Like, if you have a disease and they definitely have a medicine that is guaranteed to cure it 100%, what are we talking about then?
We're talking about curing. We're saying what's smallpox still somewhere could pop up somehow.
No, well, only if it comes out of the lab.
And if you have it, you can't then just get rid of it, can you?
Yeah, that's the thing.
And where's Ebola? Where's Ebola at? It's just gone right now, but it could come back because it wasn't cured. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Steve. Appreciate it. Can you hang up on him over there? Thanks, Dr. Steve. Thanks for calling, man. Appreciate it. Nice talking to you, sir.
Fucking Patrice.
Make your point.
God bless you. Leave. Anything else, Steve?
No, it's Weird Medicine this weekend, midnight after the Sam and Dave.
All right.
Very good. Thank you, Dr. Steve.
Have a good weekend, brother.
I like Dr. Steve.
Talk to you.
Dr. Steve is great, and Jimmy does the best impression of Dr. Steve.
I only met him yesterday.
You know what? Why do we hang up on Dr. Steve when this phone call is sitting by? I got it now.
I'll field it.
Well, call Dr. Steve, though, back, because now I need to know if this is possible. Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask a question, Dr. Steve. I had a friend tell me one time he used to eat a lot of vitamin C, and his girlfriend used to get a lot of sore throats. One night they were having sex, and he had pain in her mouth, and she swallowed it, and it instantly cured her sore throat.
Instantly.
Do we really need to call Dr. Steve on this?
Vitamin cum.
You see what the problem with that is? This is just what Dr. Steve was saying. You'd have to have 100 people who had too much vitamin C come into an infected girl's mouth. And 100 normal guys come into a girl's mouth.
Hold on.
That's the only way you can tell.
Dr. Steve's trying to get to work. But, Dr. Steve, did you hear that last phone call?
No.
Yeah, why would you listen to our show? Chris, why don't you explain to Dr. Steve? He's on the line.
Hey, Dr. Steve. I had a friend one time, he told me that he used to eat a lot of vitamin C. And he was having sex with his girlfriend one time. It came in her mouth, and it instantly cured her
throat infection.
Throat. I want to know if that's true. Can that happen?
Well, dude, I wasn't there, but... He said it instantly did what?
Cured her sore throat.
Oh,
no, I'm not staying.
Fuck off, that's bullshit.
Fuck off, this bullshit. There you go.
Oh.
If he was splooging penicillin, maybe, but vitamin C isn't a cure for strep throat in the first place. So.
Yeah, maybe just his cock just bashed the back of the disease out.
Yeah, she could have had like an abscess in her tonsil, and he popped it with his.
Wow.
So from now on, that's
Nice
not could
one.
have. That's what happened.
Jesus, man.
Oh.
Oh my God.
And then it felt better.
All right.
Thank you for that tidbit of information, Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve, what shitty breakfast are you eating this morning?
I'm skipping breakfast this morning, but I'll eat a hearty lunch.
But breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Every doctor should know that.
Well, do as I say.
Saying not what I do. I learned that personally when I was calling up with a heart-to-heart talk with Dr. Steve about my heart and how to keep it healthy, and he's ordering fucking fast food. I'm not gonna let you live that one down there, sir. It was a number 2, you said?
Hoping you'd get off the phone before I had to order.
Yeah.
He's a typical doctor. These guys know what this shit does to their bodies, but they don't.
9 out of 10 doctors smoke Lucky Strike cigarettes.
Yeah, why are you
It's smooth on the throat?
Why are you doctors like that?
Well, I'll tell you, in my case, it really is a matter of time. I'm too fucking lazy to pack my own lunch, and then I get behind, and I've got 5 minutes to eat, and there's Chick-fil-A or Hardee's right there.
Dr. Steve,
grab something.
Well, I remember in university, the med students were always at the parties. They would be always on ecstasy and coke. Were you a drug taker when you were younger, or if you don't want to own up to that, when you went to university or college, as they call it over here, were all the other med students on drugs?
We had several people who I knew personally that liked to imbibe in recreational substances. I'll tell you one thing, Jim. What we did in ear, nose, and throat lab was we would practice on each other, taking the fiber optics and putting it down our nose and looking at each other's vocal cords, right?
Sure, I've had that done.
Okay.
I had nodules on my vocal cords. I've had that done.
Yeah, so we had this lab where you had to do that. It was one of the requirements. Well, they had this blue solution that you would put on cotton and you jam it up each other's noses and to numb it up. Well, we didn't know it was pharmaceutical-grade cocaine.
Oh, yeah.
And by the end of the day, after jamming 10 or 15 of these cotton pledgets up each other's nose, we were wondering why rounds all of a sudden was much more fun than it ever had.
I bet you there was a lot of cocky med students that day. Just walk around going, yeah, I'll get a fucking doctorate by the end of the year.
But we had people in our class that after one use of pharmaceutical-grade cocaine were plotting how they could break into the lab and steal the stuff. So that's how powerful, a drug that stuff.
What would that stuff be called chemically if I was to find it somewhere and purchase it? What would that be called?
It was something like methyl ergocanate or something like that. It was a really weird. and it wasn't its actual name. It was sort of a pseudo trade name for it, and I can't remember it now. But it had another name. It didn't say pharmaceutical grade cocaine on the label.
Cocaine.
Oh my God, Danny just found the best website.
Pharmaceutical cocaine.
I haven't heard a word you've said in the last 5 minutes.
It's a hysterical site.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Steve, go to work.
Yeah.
Help people, cure people.
Help
Dr.
people,
Steve.
and you eat shitty.
All right.
Later.
All right, Dr. Steve, everyone.
He took that coke at college with the rest of them, didn't he?
Why did he say it like cocaine?
Cocaine.
He goes, we took some cocaine.
He was trying
If you want to stay out, you gotta take her out.
He was trying to be clinical.
Cocaine.
He was trying to make it sound clinical.
Heroin. But he pronounced acai berries correctly.
This site is great.
God.
It's marriage before and after pictures of these girls. How long are they different lengths of time?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It's just basically 2 pictures.
Oh, this is great. It's like awkward family photos, but nasty.
Yeah, look at there.
I'll go back to the top.
Go to the top.
What website is this on?
It's not like a whole site of it. It's just like a feature. So
This is so genius, man.
But girls can't put them up themselves. This must be ex-husbands or just friends. Anyway,
whatever. Look at there's the blonde. She's to the right.
She looks great.
She's skinny, nice,
beautiful.
whatever. You got blonde.
You'd marry that?
There she is. She's
back a
big
second.
and fat.
Oh my God! Oh shit! shit.
She got fat.
Holy shitty shit.
She's all skinny.
This
and
is
fucking...
amazing.
Oh, what happened?
Next one. Let's keep going.
Next one.
This is the greatest.
Wow.
yeah,
What are we looking at? A brunette?
Yeah, very
she's
nice
lovely.
full bead.
Yeah. She's wearing like a formal
pretty
dress.
girl.
Very smooth.
Oh, my God.
Smooth skin.
Nice. All right, let's
Oh, my
see.
God.
What's she turn into?
Go ahead.
All right,
She's a fucking. It's not as fucking egregious as the first one.
No, she's not
but
as
it's
bad.
bad.
You know what she just
Because
looks
she's still
like?
fuckable. She's a cutie pie.
She just looks like a bird. That bird's had a kid.
Look, she looked great though before, and she's.
Hey, something's going on in the marriage because the guy looks like shit.
Yeah, the both of them
we gotta
indulged.
keep having some tough times.
We got to keep it fair. The guy looks like shit.
Damn.
too.
All right, next.
Let's do that.
She can't be fucked up. No, that can't
She's got
change.
tiny little fucking shorts.
She's
on.
wearing little Daisy
This
Dukes.
girl's
She's got
naturally
the
thin.
shoulder, little white shirt with a belly showing.
Right.
This is so great because somebody ruined her.
She looks hot.
Really hot.
Somebody's
Yeah.
ruined her.
I don't even want to know that it's gone wrong.
No. Okay, let's see.
But she's trying to. And here's her patheticness. Here's the difference too between the other chick. I don't think she was trying to still hang on.
Yeah.
This one's still trying her best.
She's trying to wear sexy clothes and
Yes,
she's
and
got a
it's
little
I don't
quirky
even. Hang on, I don't think that's the same person.
She cut all her
it
hair
is.
off and put a little dye in it.
Look at her face. It is.
It's the same fucking girl.
no.
Same smile.
Imagine if that was
girl.
your bird and it went to that one.
Fuck
All right, let's
that.
go to one more.
I would like a pre-picture of Gunther.
Okay, look at this.
No.
Looks like a little sorority girl showing off her belly.
belly ring.
Just
She's
hanging
fucking
out.
got abs.
She's got abs. Yeah.
She's got
Nice.
sweatpants on.
blonde hair. She looks like what's her name? The actress girl.
She looks a bit Jessica Simpson-y.
Yeah, Jessica Simpson.
A little bit.
Nice,
With no
fucking
tits.
silky looking blonde hair.
Yeah.
Bit thinner than Jessica Simpson.
Wow. Yeah. Look at that. All right. Nice.
She's drugged out.
Which
What?
one?
Oh my
Which
God!
one?
On the right.
I think they're trying to say
No, come on. That could be the first one we got to say fucking no way.
No, no.
Come on.
Come on. How do we?
No.
Might be.
Oh shit!
But
Wait a minute. Look at the nose. Wait, it might
Yeah,
be.
that-
it might
oh
be.
my God!
That is her.
That's the worst of them all.
I think she ate her husband.
holy shit, she's fucking.
That is
big
the
as a
worst.
house.
That's the worst fall off.
Like
of them all.
she went from an 8 to a 9 to a 1.
right.
Yeah, 8 to 9. Yeah, and she's down to a 1.
Yeah, she's down to 1.
Oh my God!
no,
Explain this
wow.
one.
You know what though?
This girl has full D's.
Big.
No, bigger than that.
She's haggard right now.
No way,
I
man.
fancy her more than the other one.
She's wearing a little mini skirt,
You
denim
can
mini
tit wank
skirt.
that the
She's got
very short.
full D's. Really.
You don't think she's haggard though? Can you see this picture? I don't think you can see this picture right.
Yeah, I see it.
I see it.
Yeah,
Maybe
you know what?
Maybe the start of the haggard.
She's still right at the beginning. She's right at the beginning.
You could still save her in that picture.
She'd be a good one.
She's actually
She'd be
my
a good one.
favourite out of all of them.
Yeah,
that would be
let's
the one I
see.
want to bang the most.
Okay, here we go.
Which one is that?
No,
It's
she's
the one
all
on the
right.
left.
Is she all right? Really?
She's fatty.
She looks younger and fatter. She looks older in the other
No,
picture.
but you can't tell how old fat people is. That's one of the privileges of being fat. Like they're just gone to shit. It just doesn't. It's like their age doesn't matter anymore.
Oh my God!
Jesus.
All right.
Everyone wants to know what the site's
Her
called,
friend is
Danny.
good.
What site is it on?
Well, it's on a site called OMG Soy Sauce, but
Danny finds the best sites. OMG soy sauce.
but I'll tiny URL it and get it out there for.
Is there any more? Is there another page?
No, there was only 10 pair.
Man,
Fuck,
10,
someone.
I could look at those. I could look
All
at hundreds
day.
of pages
All
of that.
day.
All day, I would sit there scrolling through
It's
those.
just
and go,
diabolical.
And go, oh.
Look what happened to you.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of that awkward family photos one. I know it's not
Yeah.
funny. I watch that. Look at that all the
Yeah,
time.
it's fucking great.
There's just something nice and creepy about it. I like hot chicks with douchebags. That's another one of my favourite. Awkward boners. There's a good
that's a
sign.
fun one.
Have you ever
We've done awkward boners. We've done that one.
Funny
What's that one? What's that one?
Awkward boners.
Just like, you know when you got
fucking-
an erection and you're just trying to act like you don't have an erection.
Oh, okay.
Like that guy has no idea that it's
No, that guy did. He was posing a bit.
Just Buzz Lightyear, a guy in a Buzz Lightyear suit.
Nah, that's just a package. That's not an erection. That's awkward.
Guy in a bunny
suit. The guy in the bunny suit's awkward.
He's got a boner. There's a fucking guy at a bar with a big boner. Boner.
You ever see the guy? It's this little kid. And he's online somewhere to, like, get drinks. And it's, like, obviously some summer scene because there's two girls in front of him with bikinis. And he just has a huge rod in his little swimmy trunks. I'm gonna have to find it real quick because it's too goddamn good.
When we were kids, if I had
more of those pictures, I'm fucking hooked.
If I had a photo like that when I was a kid of a picture of me with a bone, teared up, lost, gone forever.
Gone. Now
it's in history. Forevermore.
Always there. Oh my God, get out of here.
Yeah, that one's good because he's got the arms all awkward and he obviously fancies those chicks and he's in his shorts and he's got a little fucking Woody going on.
How could he have that? That looks like it's blowing up or something.
Nah.
You thought I was kidding at the beginning of the show?
I love it.
You thought I was kidding?
Love it.
All right. Patrice will be at Foxwoods next weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. A new contract. We go from 6 to 10, and unless they want to pay me a little more, that's it for me.
All right.
I don't know what they do after this. 10 o'clock. I'm done. I ain't fucking around. Jim Jefferies will be at Caroline's the rest of the weekend.
Are we all done? Okay, good. No, I'm off to bed. Excellent. Yeah, Caroline's all weekend. Please come down.
Yeah, hurry up because we got 20 seconds left, and then we filled our
obligation.
Our obligation for today.
Oh my God.
What? No, Mick Foley was fucking scheduled for 10. I don't know what to tell him.
So Mick Foley showed up, and we're just going to leave.
God damn it.
Listen to the first hour of the show. I'm not fucking around anymore.
All right.
God, love you.
Our new contract, 6 to 10. It's 10 o'clock. Have a great weekend.
I'll see you guys next year.